let's talk about something you and I were sort of chuckling about, which is longevity washing.
Mhm.
Everybody's trying to find maybe a way to position themselves in this really fast paced, extremely quickly growing market. I mean, it's a monster market.
Yeah.
So, again, the consumers get so confused. I mean, we had greenwashing, all of that went on for a number of years in the cosmetic industry. Now we have all this longevity washing.
Yeah, and it's subtle because unfortunately, it can take the appearance of a real mechanism and then blowing it up to 10,000 times the evidence level.
Right.
Yeah, so like, there's a nugget of truth there, but it might not be ready for commercial use, is how I think about it. So, for example, a lot of the things we were talking about, like the urolithin, I'm just going to use as an
Perfect
example.
example.
Yeah, yeah, there's a real mechanism. It's a really
Yeah.
remarkable compound, but we just don't really have the broad evidence. And the best thing I can say is it's not shown to be harmful in any which ways, except to your wallet, possibly, because
Mhm.
it's
Expensive.
exactly. So that's kind of the problem across the board. So I have a rough framework, which is, first you want to understand the broad mechanism, and anyone can learn mechanisms. I know it sounds scary to people who maybe aren't scientifically minded, but you should be able to understand some sort of basic mechanism.
Mhm.
And then second, what is the evidence level? Is there a cellular mechanism that's been proven with data and evidence? Is it in animal studies? Is it in
Right.
small human studies? Or in skin? It's hard to get the randomized controlled trial, but it's
We
whatever.
get them some, but we don't get them as much as we'd like to get them.
Exactly. And then also see, okay, so this is a point that, is tough because most skincare products have these like patented mysterious ingredients, and it's a trade secret or something, and the studies are all done by the company themselves. I find those like really tough. It might be something that works, but oftentimes it's just a mystery for mystery's sake. And so I find myself gravitating more towards the clear ingredients. This is why like Korean beauty has become so popular, or the style of Korean beauty, which is very ingredients first. You purchase a product with the clear ingredients that's on the label, rather than looking for some sort of mixed compound that may or may not have actually effective ingredients. So I'm not saying all patented ingredients aren't good. I just think it's much harder to tell what's going on, especially if the only studies done are by the company themselves.
Yeah,
So
and, independent labs don't wanna study anything that is not, they're not gonna study that. So, we're pretty much beholden to the companies, and I tell patients and consumers, major cosmetic companies, they invest a lot of money in R&D, they do studies. It's when you get into the smaller companies that starts getting a little bit fringy and you don't have the good data. But you're 100% right. Sometimes it's very hard, even with the list on the back, to figure out the fact from the fiction.